That's a fucking fish, dude. Dude, that's a fucking fish. Woo! You're the man with the bridge shit.
What's going on, guys? Bassin and Up Moffat here, coming at you with an extra special video for this week. In this video, I'm going to literally break down everything that I'm doing in each segment. Got a bunch of different clips from a bunch of different fishing days, some new that you haven't seen before, and some old. But I'm going to break down how I'm using the lures, what I'm fishing, what key features, the structure that I'm targeting, how I'm targeting them, all that. The rods, reels, everything. I'm going to break down everything for y'all. And if you guys can get this video to 200 likes, I'm going to drop a new secret rig video that I just found out and started tearing up bass on out at the lake. So if you guys want to see that, make sure you get this video to 200 likes, whatever way possible. Share it, like it. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. But without further ado, let's get into the video, guys. Alright guys, so for this first section, I'm throwing a Googan Squad clickbait with a Googan Squad crack and crawl on the back. I missed one right there. And then the rod that I'm using a 7.2 heavy fast action Enigma Phenom paired up with a 7-to-1 Shimano core reel. I'm targeting this tree that's in the water over there, and I'm just reeling it right along the front of it, right along the side of it. And I missed one again.
That's two now.
Yep, and then he comes back.
There we go.
It. But what I like to do is I'll fish these trees and stuff in the water anytime you're fishing a pond, lake, whatever, especially like earlier in the year or even midsummer and stuff. Sometimes they'll hold on this stuff pretty hard. But any kind of structure you find like that, you want to hit it pretty hard. A lot of times fish are going to be on it.
Off the old Googan clickbait. Look at that. Decent one. Throw him back.
For this next part here, I'm going to be using the same bait, same rod and reel setup. This actually at the same pond. There's a little drain pipe in here. Figured it'd be a good idea to flip right in front of it because a lot of times fish will actually sit in them if they're in the water enough. And
dude,
sure enough,
he came out of the
boom,
freaking pipe and
there
grabbed
was
it.
one.
He literally popped out of the pipe to grab it.
That was cool.
This fish just popped out of that little pipe down there to grab this chatterbait. That was sweet. That was awesome. I watched him. He was like, boom.
I just saw the flash of it.
That was so cool.
Alright, so for this next part, I pull up back at the same tree that I caught my first chatterbait fish off of, flipping this black and blue coffee tube. This I'm using a 6.6 medium heavy fast action Enigma Ipon rod with a 7.3-to-1 Enigma Ipon reel. A lot of times you come back to these trees where you caught one off of a moving bait, or any kind of structure you caught one off of a moving bait, you can pick another fish off of it with something slower like a tube or Texas rig or a jig or something like that. A lot of times there's not always fish that want to be active there, so you can pick the active fish off first and then you come back with something a little bit slower moving and you can pick another one off, kind of like this.
Yeah, that's a little better one. Barely hooked his ass too. That was off the tube. There you go, guys. Got about a 2.5, 3 pounder off that tube just right in front of us here. Let's get him back. There he goes.
For this next part here, I'm throwing an Alabama rig on my 7.6 Enigma Phenom mag heavy fast action with a Daiwa Fuego 6.3-to-1 reel. I honestly just like that little bit slower reel for my Bama rig so I can twitch it and move it nicely.
There's one.
Oh, and there's a fish. But I like that little bit slower reel so I can twitch it and use it like slower. That's how I get a lot of these reactions off of it.
That's a freaking giant,
fishing a lot of riprap with it. Just reeling it real slow along the bottom. and just enough to keep me up off the rocks.
Huh?
Can't tell from it. That's a nice fish.
Ow. Thing isn't hooked.
Good 3.5 pounder. Not even 3 pounder.
There we go, guys. Got a decent about 3.5 off the old Bama. One little look. Let him go. Alright, so for this next one here, I'm throwing a big white hog collar spinnerbait, 1 ouncer. Hitting this tree here, running the spinnerbait right along the side of it, and letting it drop real slow. Just letting it fall, and then bam, he hits. Oh man! Fishing this with a Corrado. Decent. 6:4:1 gear ratio reel and a 7.3 medium heavy fast action Enigma Phenom. I like that 6:4:1 early in the year like this was, just to help me keep rolling that spinnerbait real nice and slow. Just helps me slow down just enough so that I can help make them bite a little bit better. Look at that one, guys. Probably about 2.5 or so. See what she weighs. Exactly right. 2.5.
2.8.
There we go. Let him go, guys. There you go. This one's going to be the same rod and reel setup. I'm targeting riprap with this big spinnerbait. Again, reeling this spinnerbait real nice and slow, making it tick off the bottom of the rocks. Any little bit that I can feel with it, it just helps me keep in tune with what I'm doing. And a lot of times when you're banging off the rocks or any kind of structure like that, it just makes the fish react to it, because bait fish are darting around there, hitting rocks, going behind rocks to hide from them and hide from other fish so they don't get eaten. So it just makes the bass think it's that more realistic. Woo, baby. Look at that tank.
I think we can catch some if we can fish or not put them together. Usually where the wind ain't, there's no fish.
Look at that big old fish, guys. This next part here, I'm throwing a big football jig with a Berkeley power bait, the Champ Crawl on the back. This one I'm using my Enigma Ipon rod. It's a 6.6 medium heavy fast action with a 7.3:1 Enigma Ipon reel. Nope, and there's the fish. I'm targeting these crates that are in the water here. Just dragging my jig real nice and slow around the sides of the crate, and got this big girl. That is a tank, guys. That is a freaking tank. Off the big old jig. Look at that freaking tank. Look at that fish, guys. Whew. Look at that big old pig. Where's my scale? Give me my scale. Let's weigh him.
Say 5.2.
He's probably 5 something.
5.25.
$5.14, guys. 5 pounds, 14 ounces. That's a toad.
Almost 6.
Damn near 6. 2 ounces away from being a 6-pounder. That's a good one. We needed him in the tournament. Look at that fat belly on him.
Well, guys, that's going to conclude it for this little tip video and all my breakdowns for all this tackle. Hope you guys liked it. Hope you found any of it helpful for you. That's all I'm trying to do is help you guys be out there and catch some more fish. But please, please, please hit that like button right now if you haven't already. Smash the heck out of it. And as soon as we get this video to 200 likes, I will drop a new secret rig video for the lake out at Lake Marburg. Started using this rig out there, watched a video on it, saw Mike Iaconelli throw it, and I was like, dude, I gotta try this. So started using it out at Marburg, and man, does it produce. It produces so much fish lately for me that that's pretty much all I've been using. I've caught a lot of big fish on it, caught a lot of normal sized fish on it, but the big thing about this rig is fish that I've found roaming, fish that I can't get to bite, anything like that, they end up hitting this, and almost right away. It gets a reaction out of them better than anything else that I've used so far. So if you want to see that and want to find out what that is, make sure you hit that like button, get this video to 200 likes. But either way, hope you guys enjoyed it, and stay tuned for the next one, guys. We'll see ya.